Some people have taken advantage of Mr. Trump's hospitality by choosing to disrupt his rallies by using them as an opportunity to promote their own political message. While they certainly have the right of free speech, this is a private event paid for by Mr. Trump. We have provided a safe protest area outside the venue for all protesters. If a protester starts demonstrating in the area around you, please do not touch or harm the protester. This is a peaceful rally. In order to notify law enforcement officers of the location of the protester, please hold up a rally sign over your head and start chanting, Trump, Trump, Trump.
Donald Trump matters.
Yeah.
Why?
To me, it matters because I live in Chicago and I didn't get to hear his campaign speech in Chicago. When I left Chicago, I got assaulted. So to me, to listen to what Donald Trump has to say matters to me. In 2016, Donald Trump matters to me.
What do you say to the people that say he doesn't matter?
That's their opinion and that's their right. If they don't like Donald Trump, if they don't like his views, if they don't like his political stance, that's their right as a citizen. But don't deny my right to vote for this man. Don't deny my right to listen to what this man has to say. It's called freedom of speech. Just because the people in Chicago use violence to silence somebody's freedom of speech is not a license for you to use violence against another group. That's what I experienced in Chicago. Indy, I don't know, I drove down 2 hours to see what it's going to be like. So far it looks okay. But as soon as it gets dark outside, you know, I don't know what the political stance on some of these Chicago is Bernie Sanders supporters. I don't see any Bernie Sanders supporters out here today yet. But taking the big loss in New York from Bernie Sanders, taking the big gain for Donald Trump in New York, I'm here to celebrate.
You don't have to hand out. We love you, veterans! We love you, veterans!
That's right.
And Trump don't love you, though.
You know what? I survived no matter what. America's in America, right? We're the real veterans. We saved this country. We're not these protesting racists.
I'm not on welfare. I'm not a toast.
I got mixed in my family. Don't be Indian. Don't fool with the Indians.
All of them are Indian. Nobody is Indian.
Don't fool with the Indians.
No, some of them are Indians.
Can I get a picture with you guys? I really like your size. Is that okay?
You know, all say they're doing spread hate. That's all they do. You know, that's why I say they Indians.
Basically, with our signs, we're trying to share the message. You know, today, Governor Pence met with Donald Trump, and they both have the same repressive leanings. You know, they both oppose women's rights, LGBT rights, immigrant rights, and we really oppose that. Donald Trump said that he would jail any woman that had an abortion, and Pence just signed one of the worst anti-abortion bills in the country. So they're really two birds of a feather.
Yeah, and we wanted to make sure that the message was clear that that there is another view in the state of Indiana, and that we do not stand behind Mike Pence's agenda of hate and non-inclusiveness. Not only, I think we are the second state in the nation to have such a restrictive abortion bill, other than North Dakota, and criminalizing doctors. There's 5 felonies that doctors can be charged with if they don't know the intent of the woman, which is very difficult to know. Abortion is still a constitutional right in this state. As far as deporting 11 million immigrants, and that's what Donald Trump would do. Governor Pence would not allow Syrian refugees that had been vetted by religious institutions to enter this state. We have the anti-LGBT RFRA and those kind of hate bills. We are tired of it, and we are here to show that there is another view in Indiana.
Yeah, Donald Trump says he wants to make America better again, great again. Well, it's always been great, and what he would do is take us backwards. He would essentially close our borders, and that's not the way of the future.
And he incites hatred
Yeah.
towards minorities.
Yeah.
And
Anyone who disagrees with him.
And we do not agree with that.
I'm just kind of curious to see, what everything's about. I mean, you see things on TV, you hear the media talk, and I just, want to see him face to face and see what he has to say.
Okay. So are you at all interested in possibly giving him your vote on May 3rd?
I'm interested in listening. He's not near the top of my list at this time, but there's certainly time for him to do so if he gives the right message.
I just think that everything that he has been proposing since the beginning of his candidacy is counterproductive, is misogynistic and bigoted and xenophobic and racist, and we've seen the prototype we've gotten a model about how to stand up to this type of bigotry from brothers and sisters across the country. So they've laid the blueprint on for how we schools used to do it. So I'm just here to follow their lead. I certainly expect to hear all of his rhetoric and the same talking points that he uses time and again, whipping the crowd into a frenzy without little substance but a lot of fluff and a lot of red meat simpleton stuff that really doesn't point to any type of way to really move this country forward.
I'd like to hear some real policy on how he's really going to do what he says he's going to do, because just talking in rhetoric is just more so people just jumping on the bandwagon to more so than real policy on immigration reform, on corporate, corporations moving their companies over. You can say that you're going to do something, but unless you tell actually how you have a plan on doing that, it's just rhetoric. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here. Just here to listen more than anything, so I can have a better understanding of what is going on. Because he said so many biased and racially insightful things that I would never, in my good conscience, be able to say yes, no matter how good because you can't have 97% of your population be one demographic and be in America and have them vote for you, and the other population feels left out. So that alone, I want to stand behind the color of my skin first and foremost, no matter what you say.